HarperCollins presents The Angel Makers by Patti Mccracken. Read by Gabra Zackman. In memory of my father, J. Everett Mccracken. If your husband has you seething, belladonna you must feed him. Add some pepper, make it pleasing. He'll be laid out by the evening. Lyrics to a Hungarian folk song. Nagyrev lies in an angle formed by the bending of the Tisza River, therefore in a little valley about 14 miles square. It looks a quaint old-world village where it sprawls by the riverside, its low white cottages encircled by gardens. It is 25 miles from the nearest railway station. Budapest, which is puzzled and shamed by the discovery of this plague spot in the midst of a smiling countryside not 60 miles from its own doors, has sent many newspapermen and other investigators to discover the conditions which produced it. They found a village inhabited by poor farmers, dependent for existence on farms and vineyards already small and ever newly divided as sons succeeded fathers, the whole ringed round as by an iron girdle with huge estates. Growth has been impossible. Young people have been denied both land and opportunity, and by the same vicious process, children have been transformed from a blessing into a curse. But this field, which culture had allowed to lie fallow, proved fruitful for Auntie Susie. The name Nagyrev has spread through the whole world. The notoriety has made all Hungary uncomfortable. It has been bad propaganda abroad. It has been a shock at home to find, within 60 miles of the capital, a neighborhood which might better belong to the darkest period of the Middle Ages. It makes a strange tale in 1930. John Jack McCormack, Vienna Bureau Chief, New York Times, March 1930. Author's Note. Most first names have been anglicized, and some surnames have been as well. Some first names have been changed for clarity, as many of the people portrayed had the same name. Some street names have also been anglicized. The names of historical and political figures who do not figure prominently have been left in their original Hungarian form. This is a true story. All events happened as recorded here, or as I believe them to have happened, based on years of research, interviews, trial transcripts, and piecing together the volumes of archival data. However, to fill in gaps, I have had to imagine or assume certain scenarios. I've done this with deep respect for the integrity of this case. Any dialogue in quotes was taken directly from archival materials. Part 1. The Murders, 1916 to 1925. 2 graves and a girl to marry. The boldness and utter callousness with which they carried on their criminal activities seems to have been equaled only by the stupidity of the men who were their victims, the husbands and fathers who saw friend after friend die in the same sudden agonies, without ever divining a secret which seems to have been known or suspected by nearly every woman in Nagyrev. Jack McCormack, New York Times. Wednesday, August 16th, 1916. Anna Chair lay on the floor of her living room. Her back was red and crawling with an itch. She had been lying for hours on the sackcloth the midwife had laid out for her, and the burlap had left a platoon of faint crosshatches imprinted on her skin. Maddening bits of the flax were clinging to her. She was cloaked in a thick hide of summer sweat, and all the impossible bits of filth she had failed to clean from the room had floated to her, freckling her with speckles of dirt and dust. Her stringy brown hair hung wet around her neck and shoulders. She took quick swipes at her forehead to push the strands from her brow, but they soon found their place again and plunked big, stinging droplets of sweat into her eyes, which rolled down her face as tears. Anna gasped. She gripped the sackcloth with both hands and pulled herself up on her haunches. Pain ripped through her.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?